definitely be a reason for this Akali pick. And so far, Clid is going for a dive underneath this turret. We'll see whether Rascal's going to pick up the aggro first, whether they can make this one happen. Great knock-up as Canna is going to flash away. Jumps on forward as now Clid tanking up this turret. And Canna held onto the Shroud for so long and used it to guarantee his escape.
He forced out 2 flashes and he managed to escape there.
Is so many camps in the lead here for Kuz already as we have a look at this once again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Shroud was on cooldown, but anyways, first they canceled the dash, so I thought it's gonna be free kill, but he managed to flash it out, so...
And, maybe we figured it out already as he hits that level 6 mark. Effort moves into the mid lane. He's going to get some heals for Faker, who does have teleport and can use that to get back into this lane nicely here up against Teddy, who's trying to put on pressure as Faker is going to make a little bit of a visit towards the top lane. There's the ulti, doesn't even need the flash, as now Canna ults on forward. The Ram has been called, gets the knock up onto a couple of members, but Canna's still alive, has the ultimate for the execution, and it's perfect as per usual. As
the top super point.
Yeah.
So it was just great timing for the Faker, and this is maybe second time.
Well, not actually able to get the steal, I don't think. I think that was actually picked up by Clid. As, yeah, you can see Kuz doesn't have the blue buff. Now, gonna go back to base is Kuz as we check out this play towards the top side. So many times you see this play and the Azir has to flash, but Faker just taxis his way in. Rascal, no options, didn't have flash, no time to searing charge himself to get out of trouble, and it's just all too easy.
Legacy.
That's exactly it.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, he makes Draven look like a late game carry.
That might be true. And they're trying second time.
Looking for Canna once again. He is going to be able to get into his Shroud, but not going to be able to avoid the Void Rush. And happy to stand up against Effort and Teddy right here. Very, very close as far as the bottom lane is concerned. Good flash comes out from Ruler, though, to escape the dazzle as in goes the Olaf. Giant double knock up there with the Fates Call, but Ruler is still alive. Cosmic Radiance comes down, teleport to keep the Aphelios up, and no one is going to die just yet. He's now speeding towards this Cloud Drake. Even on Drakes, if this is going to go over to Gen G, and it looks like it will, as Kuz going to get into position. It's looking like it's going to be a fight. Yeah, exactly. Clid's going to go the whole long way around. Good double knock-up as the Drake will reset. As now Kuz, Ragnarok has been popped, but now look at this. The defense, as Ruler has his turret out, doesn't have Crescendum anymore. Severum, Infernum, and now the 5 members of Gen G turn up, and the Smite is going to lock down that Drake. And T1 to say, all right, well, we're just going to try and get out of here. Canna does have Shuriken backflip, so he is going to be absolutely fine. And Kuz needs to be a little bit careful as he's relatively low. We'll have to see whether Faker can do it. Yeah, teleport towards the top side. Faker out of position, gets double bombed there by BDD, who speeds up Clid, and the fantastic Void Rush to avoid the Emperor's Divide. Faker caught out of position in a side lane, and could this mean a Baron? And BDD heading towards his Rabbidan's Death Cap as well. I mean, Gen G is just going to get so strong as Clid tunnels his way out. Good double bomb there onto Effort, and now Rascal is starting the fight. The Fates Call is going to be available, though, as BDD gets in with his Super Soaker, and Gen G are going to have to back away from this one. Shuriken backflip gets Canna to safety, and once again, it's a stalemate. This is T1's time, and they are acting immediately. The Baron has been started. Clid's going to move on in. They get the bad news. As now Rascal almost has his ultimate back available. Kuz gets a lot of healing here from Effort, but now you can see Ruler has the perfect guns to try and fight this, and Gen G do bully T1 away from this Baron. And Effort and Kuz do have to back away from the area, but the Infinity Edge is there. But there's the Emperor's Divide onto Clid. Clid's just going to be taken down, and this could be T1's moment. Perfect timing as well, right as Ruler had gone back to base, and Gen G couldn't team fight. And now Teddy in the back of this pit. There's the Ornhorn. They're going to try and stop this, but there's the Cosmic Radiance. And like you were saying, no jungler, so this should go over to T1. It is going to be secured by Kuz, and now Rascal in trouble in the backline. But Ruler's already picked up 2 kills. He was taken down, though. Faker grabs that kill, and now the perfect execution as the Akali jumps into the backline. T1 get the Baron and win the team fight.
That's the moment that T1 fans are waiting for. Teddy and Faker damage still alive.
Oh yeah.
They're just unbreakable, untouchable, unkillable.
And maybe unbeatable as they take down this outer turret in the mid lane. This is going to be a huge Baron power play, already up towards 3,000 gold as Ruler has hit his 1,000 kills. But is it going to be a loss as now Teddy finds himself out of position.
He's
There's
dead.
the ulti as Clid is going to go golden, but I have a feeling Faker should be able to find this one. No, he has absolutely no mana as BDD is trying to find the kill onto the man in the mid lane, but he's unable to. That sort of stuff, and we'll also give them access to this other deck as we have a look at Faker's play once again.
렉사 넘길 수 있긴 해. 넘길 수 있긴 해. 이거 와볼래?
맞아.
Oh.
나왔어.
Faker called it even 3 seconds before that he can look for Rek'Sai in that moment. Faker is like, look at Rek'Sai, I can actually insect it, and he did it. Such a great play.
It's definitely better if you can call out what you're going to do, 100%. As down to 37 health actually. So that was closer than you might imagine. As Ruler very quickly gets his 2 kills to get to 1,000. But at the moment, T1 still has control of this game, but it's only a small amount, as now Teddy slightly caught out of position here.
That was a bit unnecessary, aggressive play.
I think that was what we call a whoopsie. That was certainly a whoopsie. Whoopsie play. But they're going for a reset now. We've got Baron up in 26 seconds. And backing on a ward is Effort. He should be okay. Fate's Call going to be available as all of the ultimates just going wide actually here for Gen G. And now T1 thinking it might be their chance to go for a fight. Clid going to get taken down by the Undertow as now Canna gets into the backline. Ruler doesn't get any help, but the ultimate is going to be there from the Zillion. Rascal in trouble as Teddy just chasing after them. Ruler is going to fall as the Chrono Shift isn't going to work out for him. And T1, they may have just found their team fight and they may have just broken the base of Gen G.
That's the team fight one, T1. Their team fight is just so clean, they know what target they want to. Their focus is just so great, and they're looking for the end.
Yeah, that's a teleport in from Canna just to stop that minion from going down as the first Nexus turret is going to fall. Cuz is going to go down as well. Chrono Shift back off cooldown like you were saying. The Cloud Drake helping out there, but the Ornn isn't going to be so lucky. Faker and Teddy both still alive as the Moonlight Vigil comes in. Double kill now for Ruler as he's chasing after Faker and Teddy. Teddy going to go down for the triple as now Ruler with the movement speed from this Zillion will just destroy Faker for the quadra kill.
Yeah, with 1k goals, 1k kills, Ruler is memorizing his 1k kills with victory might be here.
Effort is going to come in, doesn't have his ultimate available. He was so close, but it is going to be 7-1 and 2 here for Ruler. Second Nexus turret is going to fall down as well. And when it all felt like it was going T1's way, Gen G turn it on its head and take game 1.
On the corner of Queens and Young, underneath the August sun, we were young and we were dumb, jumped the gun and fell in love. As years went by, we realized that what we had was all a lie. Never said
Too much there as Faker
they're
gonna
not
get knocked
afraid.
up. Good
Nice,
exhaust down
Mahir.
onto Clid, but Faker has to flash very early. Clid very close to going down, but Faker used his rocket jump defensively, and now Cuz might just go down to... Oh, the Praise Seeker is enough to do it. I thought the Poison Ticks were going to get there, but nope. Clid says, I'm securing it right now.
And they don't even need to win bottom because they have these strong mid jumps.
Yeah, Faker having to wait so long before he flashed, then uses the rocket jump, and I actually think that if he had have stood against that wall, maybe Draw a Bead hadn't actually stacked up enough, so wasn't able to...
But right now it seems like Gen G side has all the pressure in mid jungle right now. We can see it from the
Yeah, it's happening right now.
plates moving.
As now Canna, possible solo kill here for Rascal, but underneath the turret is the Silas. And he is going to be okay. Side, a possible dive attempt here. As you can see, the Ornn is down to half health. Now Canna dashing on forward. He won't have ulti in time, but it looks like Teddy and Effort are going to go for this one. Fate's Call going to be available as well. As there's the Ornn Horn, but they do have the ulti out of the Taric, and this should be a very easy dive. Teddy picks that one up, and that was so clean.
I like Drake, you like Bono. You drink Jose, I sip Moscato. You love LA, I miss Toronto. I feel like I'm on my own. We both know where this is
The difference between being good and being great, right? And of course, there are a lot of players in this game that are certainly very, very much on the great side. Is the Ocean Drake being taken right now by Gen G. They've already got the mountain, and they secure this one as well. As there's the Ornn Horn, but it's not going to be thrown back at this point in time when it comes to that farm. As PDD face check. Oh, he has nowhere to go. Teddy locks down his second kill. And now T1, seeing a couple of members topside, are going to be able to just put down the Rift Herald and now take down this outer turret top as well. Shelly puts her face into it and destroys it. A lot of extra map control now available for T1 as Ruler takes a pierce and the inner turret is going to get chunked. Plus, with Double Blade of the Ruin King, T1 will be able to do a hell of a lot of Baron damage this game. As Canna in position, good snare onto Ruler. Devour already on cooldown as now Clip has to flash. He's just dead.
Cleat again?
Oh, does have the stopwatch to keep himself alive, but the body slam going to be enough here for T1, who moves straight towards this Baron pit.
From last game, Cleat is actually giving something
Oh,
for his X team, and this is great!
The cooldown of the Devour is just too much, as there's the Cosmic Radiance keeps 4 people invulnerable, as now Rascal tries to get out, but he's not going to be able to. Great dazzles from Effort as well, and this will confirm a Baron for T1.
Same mistake that he was mispositioning against the jungler. I mean, mid lane especially. And Faker this time again. He's killing his X.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so sad. Hate to see it. But it's good drama. Good drama for this series. But look at this. Like, why are Gen G pushing up so aggressively when they know that Senna was vulnerable? They knew that the Devour cooldown was still up. I mean, that is a big number for that ability. It's been nerfed about 1 billion times. And so just as Rascal still does have the real one available, and we'll see whether Gen G want to pull that trigger, and they do right now. Cosmic Radiance going to come down.
Great Cosmic
That's
Radiance.
a great timing on that ability as Clid finds himself in no man's land. But the Dawning Shadow comes down from Ruler. A fair bit of damage opportunity there as Rascal soaking a lot of this damage, but Faker is very, very healthy. And now just trying to kite this one out. Rascal does have to go golden as there's the rocket jump to safety from Faker.
Their base.
Yeah, and the Nexus turrets are falling down. This inhibitor turret is going to have to be sacrificed because Gen G have to save their base. It is just all going to hell and a handbag here for Gen G. They've lost their jungler, and honestly, Clid hasn't looked like the same player as Canna. Throws in the fake petrifying gaze, and the Nexus is now exposed. Teddy will be able to bounce around this one. No miasma to save Gen G now, as Clid is going to dive on in. We do have 5v5, but life is very, very low. And now, there's the flash in. Teddy immediately is going to use his QSS, and Clid's going to die one more time. Canna over to the side. Faker just destroying Ruler on his fountain. And Faker should be able to just kill the Nexus here, but no. He wants to kill Ruler beforehand. Cuz moves on over. And over 2/3 of the time he's going to be winning, and his KDA is not bad either. It's now Cuz heading up towards the top side. It's now Rascal losing out on this trade in the end. And Cuz will get in here. Rascal may have to flash here as the undertow is going to be primed. Good sidestep there, but will get the reset. The flash comes down. What was that? Doesn't even matter. Canna is going to pick that one up and gets a whole bunch of his health back with the try. I don't know, man. Sometimes crazy things happen.
Level 6 already?
We're going to find the snare on the bottom side of the map. This is a difficult dive as Ruler goes down extremely low. Has absolutely no mana either, and that was an aggressive dive attempt and one that I don't think ever stood a chance of working. Upside, but once again, Rascal is farming very well. As we have a look at this dive attempt once again, and Teddy obscuring himself and... sorry, no, he wasn't obscuring him because that's Ruler's job. But just being able to stay alive is just super easy for T1.
Yeah, and Cuz finally followed the farm right now, so he's same level. So I don't think they're gonna back out from this header, by the way.
Yeah, you can see Cuz is just running at BDD right now. Doesn't find the undertow, and they don't have the vision in that area. But Gen G do have to pull away from the Herald.
Especially last game, they did a great job on the map rotation. So
Ooh, Effort.
yeah, really focusing on this.
Effort had to flash. Ruler now in a little bit of trouble, but Piercing Darkness gets that health bar all the way back up to full, and Effort is at half health. Clitted started off this Herald once again. She gets pulled out of the pit, but Faker and Cuz over in the area. As now the Abyssal Voyage will guarantee this Rift Herald for Gen G. It took a while, but they got there in the end as Canna just uses the ult to clear out the minion wave as the hijack was expiring. And that is going to mean that Gen G are able to secure the Rift Herald. So nice work. I mean, it took them a little bit of time.
So they're losing so hard.
And also, I think that's almost 2 turret plates. The flash forward from Canna, though, they really want to try and knock Rascal down a peg. He just wants to get in, grabs himself a turret plate. He may as well, as T1 are able to grab that kill. See if T1 do move over and try and contest this Ocean Drake. You can see Cuz in position as the teleport now does come in. Teddy looking to jump over this wall. Fair bit of damage there onto Ruler, but the Rend is now on cooldown as it will be a 50-50. There's the Cosmic Insight, but it is going to be locked down. BDD throws in the ultimate, but look at that. Senna and Tom Kent both having to flash to get over this wall. Faker dives on in there, not able to get the kill as the Onhorn gets the double knock-up, and we have an Infernal Soul this time around as the Drakes are even. But T1 are definitely trying to. As the snare is going to come down, Teddy avoids it, and now Fate's Call is going to come in there looking for the dive. Not going to be able to get the knock up there as Effort does go invincible. Ruler in trouble as Canna gets into the backline. The Olaf locks down that first kill. Good flash there from Effort, but he will get knocked up. Faker looking to try and get into the backline, but now BDD is underneath his turret and just taken down by Canna. A gigantic team fight victory for T1, and they'll eliminate the turret as well. There are 2 stats that are going to lie. It's the Lee Sin losing streak stat that's going to be fake, or it's going to be the first turret win rate. And Gen G really want that first turret win rate to be true.
Yeah. I mean, this play was just needed for T1 right now, because if they go to the late game, I don't think they can win against Warren and Azir and Senna Tom Kent. So it was just the power spike for Akali, and they used it perfectly.
Yeah.
As 5.
Well, now at least Gen G should be able to utilize this Rift Herald to try and get some decent damage onto the outer turret mid lane. They haven't been able to do that so far, but the Rift Herald actually is trying to deal with minions. There's the kickback onto Teddy, though. Immediately he gets exhausted, and the Dawning Shadow will finish him off. We do have the ulti down, but BDD has his as well. Cuz is going to have to flash out of there. The Herald's just going rogue in the backline, but Faker, perfect execution. Canna's there as well. Ruler is going to be eliminated. A triple kill for the Silas. He could actually look for the Penta here as Faker gets the backflip. Rascal taking the damage, but the Abscond isn't going to land. Now they're going to go for the dive. Canna, can you get there with the pentakill on the Silas? Life is going to go golden. Canna manages to pick up the quadra kill in such an extended fight. And the execution onto Cuz. It's 10-1. T1 are crushing this game.
It seemed like a great engage by Clit, but the side laners, who has advantage from side, jumping into backline and managed to get kills on Azir and Senna. That was just great. It doesn't matter that Teddy just instantly died. They used every abilities, so they cannot block Faker or Canna on the backline, so they just cannot win without any damage dealers. Ornn and Tom Kent, yes, they're strong, but Faker and Canna is just way more stronger than them.
Yeah, and also BDD's ultimate was used onto targets that still had the Cosmic Radiance. It was so incredibly close, but it was like 1 second, and it mitigated all the damage of the Azir ulti, which is actually huge, because the amount of damage that mitigates is just gigantic. Like, Emperor's Divide does a huge amount, especially after hitting. But now Canna's picked up an Emperor's Divide of his own. No flash available. Faker does have his. Teddy has his. As now Canna looking for the engage. Devour has to be used onto Elite Sin, as the Infernal Drake is taken here by T1. Life gets hit by the Abscond at max range there, as Canna still holding on to his hijacked ultimate. Perfect execution as Faker's just playing with the backline right now, as the rest of T1 are moving like a steam train. Emperor's Divide used for absolutely no reason, but it doesn't matter. Teddy already has the triple kill, and they'll move towards Baron. In 23 minutes, pick themselves up at Baron. They are even going to deny this outer turret from being taken, as Clid does have safeguarded again himself to safety, but how safe is he as Faker's going to turn up? Kickback gets a knock up onto Canna as the teleport now going to be coming in from Rascal. Is this Gen G's opportunity to turn it for the Cosmic Radiance? He's going to say no. Another Ornhorn as Canna picks his up. Ruler's going to get knocked up into the air, but not before he gets his ultimate off. BDD, gigantic ult. He's going to separate all of T1. In fact, the positioning of that was just stunning. Ruler's even going to be able to get a red buff here, but it's not necessarily a teamfight win, as only effort went down. The Emperor's Divide was that impactful after Gen G managed to get the teleport for Rascal right into the front line, exactly where he wants to be. It was going to be all she wrote, but never you mind. This was the previous teamfight, though, where T1 were able to get a big lead.
Oh man, Baker is just playing with them. And look at this apple, man.
Just so
apple
good.
that apple did.
Maximum effort. But there's just so many different things to replay. It's insane.
I mean, this fight was not necessary by T1 side, but I mean, it just shows that T1 has changed so much. Because before, they really didn't want to take the fight before and Teddy gets 4 items. But right now, they don't even need to fight here, but they're just taking it because they feel like they're strong enough.
And somehow Canna didn't die in the end there. I think he was down to like single-digit health.
Fire truck is here, you cannot go away.
Yep. And unfortunately, this fire truck is not going to be putting out fires, it's going to be lighting them. It's got 3 Infernal Drakes behind it, and that is a lot of heat. And Teddy's moving towards the inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Gen G have been routed completely. Faker is just playing bouncer to try and avoid Gen G. Ruler taking so much damage from that Ornhorn, my god! He is going to go obscured right now, but Faker dives into the back line. Oh, the Emperor's Divide misses the Akali as he dashes to the side. And now, Cuz is massive. He's got the Cosmic Radiance, puts the shades on, and T1 are going to rid the map of Gen G members and take them down once again. Gen G, they can't lose to any other team in the LCK, but at 2 times of asking, T1 have come up trumps.
Coach Kim said they don't deserve first or second place, but with this performance, T1 definitely deserve first or second place.
Oh, absolutely. And they are very, very close to first as Teddy dives onto the fountain. The Nexus is going to go down. The ace comes in as Ruler pops back up, but not in time to actually get the kill. He throws out the ultimate, presses some buttons.
네 也是恭喜我们的2位选手拿到了今天的 POG， 那么也是打赢了我们目前排名第1的 Genji。先听一下2位选手的感言吧。
저희 팀도 많이 걱정하고 그리고 부담도 많이 되는 경기였는데
那么其实打这场比赛之前，我们是感到很担心、很紧张的，但是赢下来之后还是觉得非常好的。
일단은 이겨서 기분이 좋고요.
赢下比赛心情非常好。
2대 0으로 이긴다 했는데
但是很可惜的是，本来是可以2比0赢下比赛的，但是最后变成了2比1赢下来，所以说有点可惜。
지금 신예인데 뭐 2대0으로 이긴다고 2대1로 이기고 뭐 그게 중요한 건 이겼다는 게 중요한 거 아닙니까? 이거 너무 디테일한 거 신경 쓰는 거 아니에요? 이제 막 시작하는 선수인데 어떻게 보세요 지금?
那么作为新人选手，担心这个比分是不是太细致了呢？只要赢下比赛就好了呀，很在乎2-0或者是2-1吗？
자신감이 솟인 거라고 생각을 해서 그냥
귀여워요?
좋게 보이는 것 같아요.
那么选手们其实都是很在乎每一场的比分的，所以说才会在乎到底是2-0还是2-1赢下比赛。
저희 뭐 리라나 와디드 쪽에서 공통된 질문인데 이 경기 때 바텀 그 칼리타릭을 전령적으로 이제 빠르게 올리시면서 거기서부터 경기를 확 굴리셨던 것 같은데 그게 어떤 판단이었는지 좀 많이 궁금하거든요.
일단 저희 바텀이
那么也是非常好奇第一局卡莉斯塔以及宝石在下路的一个表现，想听一下Faker选手的看法。
그리고 또 저희 팀이 전체적으로 주도권이 있었다 보니까 그리고 요즘은 또 전략이 빨리 나와서 그런 전략이 가끔씩 나오는 것 같아요.
那么当时也是因为，其实我们的当时在选择英雄上面是卡莉斯塔加上宝石的这一线，对于我们来说是非常具有主导作用的，所以说我们就决定了是有一波进行换线来打，所以说那波的角色做的还是挺不错的。然后现在游戏中间下路基本上来决定游戏的走向，或者说下路来说一些团战的指挥的情况还是挺多的。
거의 다 밀었다가 마지막 한타에서 그 앞에 이거 진짜
那么其实第一局也是非常可惜，基本上都已经快推下来了，但是因为厄斐琉斯满血复活那一波也是被反一波，那么是不是觉得有点可惜呢？
팀원들이 저희 다 같이 좀 젠지를 이긴다는 마음에 흥분해가지고 좀 다들 실수를 저지른 것 같습니다.
其实当时那一波是我们大家都有失误，因为当时都觉得能够赢下젠지了，所以大家表现的都有点兴奋，所以说有点失误。
얘기해 보세요. 무슨 얘기 이렇게?
아니요, 제가 그 상혁이 형 얘기 듣는데 좀 공감을 해가지고.
공감 안 해서 웃은 거
이거 되게
아니에요?
뭔가 평소에 교육에 돼 있는 이런 멘트 아닌가요?
然后刚刚也是问到Canna选手是不是有什么想说的，Canna选手说我没有什么想说的，我只是觉得听到李哥说这样的话，表示很同意罢了。
네, 공감했습니다.
알겠습니다. 뭐 어떻겠습니까? 페이커님.
그러면 이제 페이커 선수 오늘 또 미드 쪽에 뱀픽 신경전도 굉장히 치열했잖아요.
那我想问的Faker选手的是，今天在对于中路 BP 上面也是花了很多的心思。
자신감 있게 꺼내셨단 말이에요. 좀 어떤 부분에서 사용하셨나요? 그리고 수합 효과도 계속 있었던 것 같은데.
那么今天选到的这个英雄是自己非常有自信的英雄，所以说才选出来的吗？
저는 워낙 연습 게임에서 다양한 챔피언을 사용하다 보니까 이번 판은 좀 조합적으로 괜찮은 것 같아서 그런 선택을 했던 것 같고요. 그리고 미드 픽뱅 같은 경우에는 오늘
那么其实在之前的练习当中，我也是用了很多各种各样的英雄，然后我觉得我们这个组合也还不错，所以说今天第2轮的时候我就选用了中单小炮。
그렇군요. 예. 그리고 그 기사에 오늘 이 두 팀의 젠지와 T1의 경기를 스포츠카와 대형 세단, 고급 대형 세단과의 경기 이렇게 뭐 대비라는 그런 비유가 있었거든요. 솔직히 페이커는 스포츠카가 낫습니까? 대형 세단이 낫습니까?
那么今天 T1 打젠지的这一场可以说是万众瞩目、非常期待的一场对决了。然后想听一下 Faker 选手的看法。
사실 편안한 게 좋죠. 편안한 게 실제로도 좀 뭐 차 같은 것도 기능성을 더 중요시하지 그런 외적인 거는 저는 별로 신경을 안 씁니다.
편안하고 안전하게 목적지까지.
네. 저 정도까지 간 우리 이제 페이커 구단주님은 그러는데 칸나는 어때요? 칸나는 어때요? 젊은 선수 아니에요. 백 쌩쌩 달리면 막 제로백 막 밟으면 100km
완전 보면 막 와,
스포츠카 대형 세단 어떤 느낌입니까 본인은요?
然后想听一下Canna选手的一个想法。
탑은 또 약간 그런 느낌이.
然后这边2位选手也是用到了一个非常有趣的比喻，他们说的是主要就是像可能在比赛的表现方面，可能就是像选车子一样，主要是在一些技能性、性能上面，还有这个跟外观来说是没有什么太大的一个关联的，只要是好用、实用就可以了。
오리지널 뛰어넘은.
옳은 궁을 되게 잘 쓰셨다는 거예요.
칭찬입니다.
那么今天也是第3局 T1 选到了塞拉斯，那么偷了几个奥恩的大招也是放得非常好。 那么本人是对于塞拉斯的一个使用是非常有自信的吗？
연습도 많이 했고 해가지고 자신 있었습니다.
那么其实我之前也是一直在练习塞拉斯这个英雄，所以说在英雄熟练度上还是非常有自信的。 那么作为前辈的 Faker 选手给后辈来一点建议吧。 我觉得他玩的不错。
1라운드 좀 갱을 많이 당했었는데 오늘 좀 많이 안 당해서.
那么之前第一轮中间可能因为是新人选手 Canna 可能经常被 gank， 但是也是现在进入第二轮了，现在也是被 gank 的几率也是大大减小了。
아무래도 경기 내 활약 대비 이제 뭐 POG 선정에 다른 선수들이 주목 많이 받으면서 뭐 못 받아서 팬분들도 아쉬워하고 이럴 때 봤는데 뭐 누구보다 팬들이 페이커 선수 잘한다는 알았으니까 거꾸로 페이커 선수도.
那么此前 Fake 选手的表现一直非常亮眼的，但是很可惜，因为其他队友表现更加亮眼，很多次与 POG 是失之交臂。那么 Fake 选手是对此如何看待的呢？
LCK에서 가장 잘한다고 생각하면서 지금 경기하고 있고요. 사실 뭐 저는 사람들의 반응이나 그런 거는 아예 신경 안 써서 저는 지금은 많이 자신감이 차 있는 상태인 것 같고 그리고
其实我是觉得我在 LCK 还是打的是最棒的一名选手，所以说我对其他人的反应以及来说就是不是说特别的在意，然后我现在的自信心还是非常高的。
페이커 선수가 끝나고 얘기하다 이런 게 하나 있었는데 본인 기억나요?
뭐 피드백이었나요?
뭐 저희 테디 선수가 이제
那么今天也是在快结束之后，你们团队语音都说了些什么？想听一下。当时好像没有什么说特别的东西，就是 Teddy 选手当时表现比较兴奋，然后好像就随便聊了一些，没有说一些其他的东西。
힘든 상대 젠지까지 꺾어냈습니다. 본인이 결정적인 역할도 했고요. 끝으로 팬들에게 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
那么也听一下两位选手想对粉丝有什么想说的呢？
아직은 지금 오늘은 잘했지만 나중에는 또 어떻게 될지 모르는 거기 때문에.
那么今天虽然是赢下了比赛，但是之后会怎么样，目前还是一个未知数。 我们也会更加努力，希望让大家在下一场比赛中间看到更好的我们。那么也是期待见到两位选手更好的一个表现。那么采访到此为止。